In this video, we're going to talk about a couple of word problems translating English into math. This first one we have says Marvin has decided to buy some toys to share with some children at the daycare center his son attends. He buys 4 dolls for D dollars each, 12 race cars for R dollars each, and 8 coloring books for C dollars each. If Marvin had $40 to spend, which expressions show how much money Marvin has after his purchase? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to X out this first sentence, because that's not really important for the math that we're doing. Then I'm going to look at each piece that might be important. He buys $4 for D dollars. Use a highlighter. He buys 4 dolls for D dollars, 12 race cars for R dollars each, 8 coloring books for C dollars. So what that's saying is I'm buying 4 dolls. I don't know exactly how much would they cost, so I'm going to call that D. I'm buying 12 race cars. I don't know how much that costs, so I'm calling it R. And I'm buying 8 coloring books that costs C dollars. Then I know he had $40 to spend in the beginning, and I want to know how much money Marvin has after his purchase. So he is spending a total amount of money. That means we're going to have some addition. And I see the word each in there a lot of times. That means that we're going to have some multiplication. So let's start with $4 for D dollars each. My question is, how much do the dolls cost in total? You could either say that it's D dollars plus D dollars plus D dollars plus D dollars. You might do that because I said the word in total. But since they're all the same, we can go ahead and make that multiplication and say 4D is how much the dolls cost. In a similar way, the race cars are going to be the 12 race cars at R dollars each. And the coloring books are going to be 8 coloring books at C dollars each. So how much is he spending in total? He's spending the 4 dolls times the cost of the dolls plus the 12 race cars times the cost of the race cars plus the 8 coloring books times the cost of the coloring books. So what's my question? Let's go back. It says he had $40 to spend. How much did he have after his purchase? Okay, so what I found so far is the purchase. I'm going to put that in parentheses to know that this is a whole thing in and of itself. He starts with $40. When you say start with and then you make a purchase, which is losing money, we're going to use subtraction. So we're starting with 40 and we're losing the cost of the purchase, which is this here. It's really important that they're in parentheses because otherwise this negative sign wouldn't distribute and you would be adding the cost of the race cars, but that doesn't make sense because he's losing that money. So our answer is going to be 40 minus the quantity of, that means it's in parentheses, 4D plus 12R plus 8C. So if I go up here, that's going to be the second choice here, $40 minus the purchase, which is 4D, 4 dolls at the price of D, plus 12R, 12 race cars at the price of R, plus 8C, 8 coloring books at the price of C. We're going to do one more example before you are doing them on your own. This one says, Carol's going to an amusement park with a group of friends. The cost of the group to enter the park is $500 and will be equally divided among the number of people that attend. Carol will also need an additional $35 to cover food expenses. Define any variable and represent the total cost for Carol to attend the amusement park. I'm starting again by slashing what is not important. I don't really care that she's going to the amusement park with a group of friends. What I care about are these numbers here. I care that it's $500 that will be equally divided among the number of people that attend. She'll also need an additional $35. I don't really care why she needs it, so I'm going to X that out too. So what is it that I know? I know that the cost of the tickets is going to be $500. That's a known. I also know that Carol is going to need another $35, more than everyone else. What do I not know? I don't know how much Carol has to spend. We're trying to figure that out. And I don't know how many people there are. All I know is that $500 is equally divided among those people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call P means the people. It's the number of people in the group. So now I can go to translating into math. It says that the $500 will be equally divided. That one's helpful because it says the operation we need. It's going to be divided among the people. So $500 divided among the people. Carol is the person we're trying to think about, and she needs an extra $35. So this is her piece of the ticket right here, and we're going to add to her ticket $35. That's the additional part of it, plus 35. So here we've got P equals people. That's us defining our variables. And we have equally divided, 500 divided by P, plus an additional $35 plus 35. We're going to do a couple of examples on our own now. I want you to follow these same steps and let me know if you have any problems with them.